you have fa, do is on top. Do you understand the relationship now? If you have do here, there's fa always under do. There is saw always under re. 3 ways you can play the major scale. 1. Hi everyone, you're welcome to my channel once again. My name is Matthew Adama, aka Bassmatics. I know a lot of you are returning subscribers and I want to say thank you for always coming back. But if today is your first time visiting my channel, this is a new channel and it's called Bassmatics Online Bass and Music Lessons. This is basically for lessons alone. And then a lot will be happening here. I want you to subscribe to this channel and turn on the bell if today is your first time. You will not regret coming here. All right, for those of you that are new here, I have 3 videos already posted on this channel for beginners lessons. We have the first one that talked about how to understand the parts, the components of the bass guitar. The second one that talked about how to understand keys on the bass guitar, and the third one on scales. So we treated major scale last time, and today we're going to do more on the major scale. All right, because it's very, very important to learn major scale on your journey into music world. All right, so we're doing 3 different ways of playing the major scale today. We're doing that because I want you guys to understand the fretboard and the relationships between notes. Every note you see on the strings means something and they are related. There's something I learned before now, that anything that works is connected. So the notes that are working, they are connected. So I need you to understand the connectivity, the relationships between do and fa. There's a relationship, and this class is going to help you understand the relationships between the notes. Now, after this class, you're going to understand that if you're standing in a particular position as your do, your root notes, where fa is located, where saw is located, where la is located, where mi is located, where ti is located, you are going to know them. So you can randomly pick a key, like this is F sharp. Once you press your F sharp, you should be able to know where your fa, which is your 4th, is after this class. You will be able to know where your saw, which is your 5th, is after this class. You'll be able to know where your 7th, ti, where your mi, 3rd, where your la, 6 is from your do. So let's go. Now, before we go on with the class, I would like to state this clearly, that if you want to do yourself so much good and you're practicing as a beginner or intermediate or advanced, always practice with a metronome. All right, the metronome will keep you in check and then make application of whatever you're learning so easy when playing music. But if you're practicing without a metronome randomly, timing could change and then your subconscious won't register that particular lick or phrase you're practicing. So whatever you're practicing at all, no matter how slow you want to go from the start, always work with a metronome. All right, so everything I'm going to be doing today will be on a metronome and I'll make it really slow. Okay, let's go. Now we have the metronome on. I'm going to be playing the major scale right now using different fingering for the 3 different ways. All right, the normal one that I taught in the previous class, we started with our middle finger. And in the previous class, I also numbered the fingering. I showed you guys the numbering. Thumb will be behind, then 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the fingering. So we're going to start with our middle finger for the first one, which is the regular one we're used to. The do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do that we're used to. Now, the second one is starting with an index. Then the third one is starting with pinky. Strange, right? All right, let's go. So the metronome count is on. We'll start right away. You understand? This is the regular one. Sorry, I was supposed to end it with this. So I'll do it again. I hope you are taking note of the fingering. Now, like I thought in the previous class, that everything that concerns this fret will be taken care of by the pinky, who is in charge of this fret in this structure right now. Then anything that concerns this fret will be taken care of by my ring finger, who is in charge of this fret. And everything here will be taken care of by the middle finger, and same here. Because Do started with this, Fa is under Do. So this will take care of the Fa. T that is here will be taken care of by the ring finger. Pinky will take care of Do and Sol and Re. Then Mi and La will be taken care of by Pinky. Alright, I hope you understand. So I go again. This is the first one. Now the second one. We're playing the second one already. I told you we're using index for the second one. The first one with middle finger, second one with index, then third one with pinky, right? So we're playing the second one. You see, so we started with index, middle finger playing the Re, pinky playing the Mi, to the Do, Re, Mi are on one string. This is A string. So and I'm playing on C. So I played Do, Re, Mi on the same string. Then Fa, Sol, La on the same string. Then Ti, Do, because this middle finger is taking care of Re, Sol, and Do, but index, since there's nothing here, we're not using flat 7th, so we just use it, borrow it to play the Ti, Do, then Do, Ti, La, Sol, Fa, Mi, Re, and All right, so we move to the third one, which is, told you we're using pinky to start. So the third one will be on E string, because I don't want us to use C and then be struggling to understand here. But as time goes on, we can shift it anywhere. But for the sake of this class, I want you guys to use this one. We're still using C. Of course, I told you do, re, mi. Anywhere you have mi is fa, and anywhere you have fa, do is on top. Do you understand the relationship now? So if you have do here, there's fa always under do. There is so always under re. There is mi on always under ti, mi, and there's always la under mi, la mi, la mi. So if we have do, re, mi, la is under mi. So we play do, re, mi, fa, sol, la for the second structure, right? Then ti, do is always under so, and then so is always under re. Now, a question for you. What is above re? Can you try it? Because you know after do is re, and this is another do, there will be another re here. So what is here that we just talked about is la. So do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. Then re is here because do, re, mi, re, do. Anywhere you have do, there's re. The tone movement from do is always re. A tone movement from re is always mi. Semitone movement from mi is always fa. Tone movement from fa is always so. So like that. Now if you have so here, tone movement from so is always la. Tone movement from la is always ti. Semitone movement from ti is always do. So this is another do instead of this do, and it's the same thing. If you listen to the sound, it's the same sound you're getting. Do, do on different string. This is on G string, you have do, and on D string, you have do. If I now go on A string, I'll still have the do. If I now go on E string, I'll now have the same. You can see it, right? So now we're doing the third one. Do, re, mi. We're using this mi. Do, pinky starting it on E string. So of course we are playing with the metronome. You understand? So I'm starting again. So what I simply did was, of course, you already know fingering pattern and then the fingers that are in charge of each fretboard. But when we got to so, I use the same index to play la because there's a shifting structure. La, then ti, do, ti, la, so, do, ti, la, so, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, do. Do you understand? understand this one now? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Something I quickly want to correct: when you're playing a scale, you don't have to hit the last note twice, like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, do, ti, la. You don't have to hit the do again. Just use the same do to play ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do for it to enter timing. So do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la. Do you understand? So I want to play the three of them together, and it's going to be an exercise for every one of you. I want you guys to learn it. Once you've grabbed it, record yourself and send to the number on the screen. Send on WhatsApp. Send your video on WhatsApp to the number on the screen. All right, I want to see how fast you're learning. And I'm very, very particular about your learning curve and process. I want everyone watching me to grab everything I'm teaching, because there's a lot to learn, and I'm taking it gradually because I don't want to be too fast and then people are struggling to understand. So I really want to make it slow. Okay, so let me do it now with a metronome. Remember, I always play with a metronome. So when you're practicing anything, practice with a metronome, right? So let's go. Now, no matter how slow you can do this, don't worry about the BPM I used. No matter how slow you can do this, but let it be on a metronome. And then do not stop. Play the three of them together. Then send me the video. You can do it as many times as possible. It's part of finger exercise. Our next video is going to talk about finger exercise that will help you master the fretboard and give you freedom and independence on each of your fingers to function effectively, because your fingers need strength. The pinky and the ring finger are the weakest fingers we have for playing bass. So it is very important to work on them to match up with index and middle finger. I know it's going to take a lot of work, so that's why some finger exercises are very, very important. And I'm going to drop the videos, I think after this one. Then we do triads. All right, and the mastering of the fretboard. There's so much to learn. So if you feel you've learned something, drop a comment, like this video, share with everyone you know that wants to learn bass or music. And then you can sign up with me for a private class if you want to. Terms and condition applies though. It's not free. This one is free, but the one-on-one private class is not free. If you feel like supporting what we're doing, dropping free classes here, there is a link to my PayPal account there. You can just, do a donation, whatever you feel like doing. All right, I love you guys, I always do, and I want to see you guys again in the next class. Don't forget to send the videos. Bye for now.